G'day legends, Blake here with another video. Have you ever wondered how people maintain fish rooms? Isn't it a whole bunch of work, especially if you're new to fish keeping, or you've kept one tank and it's always giving you a lot of headaches and a lot of work? Well, I'm here to tell you that it's not something that you need a whole team of workers to achieve. You can pull it off by yourself and it's really not that difficult. So with a few simple tips today, I'm going to show you how to ditch all the work and get back to having fun with fish keeping. Let's jump straight into it. The number one reason that I think people don't have long-term successful, easy to maintain tanks is time. In the beginning, they didn't give it enough time to establish. They rushed out and picked up the fish. It happens. I've been there before myself as well. But the key is to set things up long before you think of getting fish. Let the filter run. Maybe put some fish food in there so that the bacteria can grow and multiply and build up, so that you've got a big safety net there for when you do get fish. And that way, if anything goes wrong, you'll know that your filter has the capacity and your tank's well established. It's good to be able to see into this tank again. It's overdue for a bit of work. But if you are looking to really fast track things, you don't have the patience to wait months and months for your tank to establish, you can do a little cheat, which is if you have a friend in the hobby, you can definitely grab some of their filter media and put it in. Grab a handful of their substrate, put that in as well. Anything that's going to harbor any sort of microfauna and things like that is going to be great. Anything that bacteria is going to grow on, or anything that feels a bit slimy in the tank, that's actually what you want. Time's also really important when deciding to get additional fish, change your food, anything like that. Make changes in small increments, not all at once, because that way you can more easily diagnose what's going on, especially when you're not used to looking out for things that are happening. The next most important one, and I'm a huge advocate for them, are these guys here, aquatic plants. You can probably guess the segue that I just created there. But aquatic plants are fantastic because they're a free filter, they're a free algae inhibitor, and they're a great indicator for if your tank is healthy enough to sustain life. If you're growing nice and healthy plants, chances are that you'll be able to grow nice and healthy fish as well. Now, there are a lot of debates on which plants to go for, and most of the time people's eyes are caught by red plants like Frotalas and things like that. However, in the early stages, and if you are often struggling with keeping aquariums, then I'd suggest more fast growing stuff. Provides great hiding space for baby fish if you ever do intend to breed them. Grows really, really fast, so it acts as a great sponge. You can cut and remove, and it's basically like doing water changes for removing nitrates. And as well as that, I just think it looks really cool. Planter tanks are definitely the way to go, in my opinion. They look better, they're generally healthier, and as well as that, if you do get a bit of the collectoritis, you can definitely buy more plants always, but you can't always buy more fish. So if you do have money burning a hole in your pocket that you just have to get rid of, plants are definitely the way to go because you can never have too many of them. And in relation to the first point, if you buy plants that are being grown underwater, they already have a bunch of bacteria and critters on them, so it can help to kickstart your cycle as well. And then the third thing that's going to lead to easy, ongoing, long-term aquarium success is going to be to make easy choices. Of course, you can build up to that arowana aquarium if that is your dream, but there's absolutely no reason you can't start off with a small guppy aquarium, a small platy aquarium, or just some other stepping stones until you get to that point. Most people don't buy a Ferrari as their first car. Most people don't buy a mansion as their first house. Build up to that, and then by the time that something goes wrong with those larger purchases, then you'll be well prepared to deal with any issues that come from them. Take for example this tank here. This is a 25 gallon / 100 liter aquarium, and I just have some blue dream shrimp in here. I had this sand submerged in this tank and this filter running for months and months and months before I ever thought about putting anything in here. And yeah, it's a lot of water just for a few shrimp, but that means that I can feed a lot less. The tank's gonna have a lot less accumulation going on in terms of waste. Any issues I know are gonna be shrimp only issues, whereas if I put fish in there, maybe it's an aggression issue between the shrimp and the fish, maybe it's a fish disease, or maybe it's a shrimp disease, or it could be any number of things. By keeping it simple, by taking my time with it, I'm just gonna relax on this one, and it basically is set and forget at this point. To be honest, even tanks that I do have multiple species combined in, like this 8x2x2 aquarium here, which is 250 gallons or over 1,000 liters in here, still doesn't have that much fish in there. There's probably, I don't know, 50 fish or something like that in here, and I could easily increase that number. However, I like to just again, take my time, have things way below their capacity, and that way I never really run into too many issues. So there you have it, guys. Those are my 3 simple tricks for being able to keep all these tanks with very minimal effort whatsoever. I definitely recommend taking on what you can from this video so that you can as well have as much fun as you can within the hobby. If the video has helped you out, it really helps me out to smash like, hit subscribe, and all that fun stuff. And if you want to learn more about keeping successful planted tanks, check out this video right here. Other than that, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.